Hi friends, it's Rihanna Basor for creating a one-woman show, the Emily Dickinson Project. It's day 24 and I had the thing that my little inner worry wart was so concerned would happen, which is I did our whole video and somehow the video got turned off and it wasn't captured. So that happened. Yeah. I will show you what our cards were and talk to you about them and read the poem, but I already did the writing and I'm not going to do it again. So, does that make me sad? I think it makes me a little sad. I know that I can trust you if you do write along with me to set your timer and do your sitting. I can talk to you about what came up in the session and we're going to do that instead. I think it's not so much sad as it feels like a loss. It actually is more like grief because there's like a good faith trust in the camera because I turn it around so you guys get like, the good side of the camera, not the not as nice side. And I can't see what it's recording. I set it and forget it. And as a result, I can't monitor what it's capturing or what it isn't until it's over. And that just feels like such a dance with the universe, just like everything else. I can't see what's going on. I set it up, I frame it, I turn on my lights, I make sure my hair doesn't look too crazy, all the things. And then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And I probably won't know until it's over. Yeah, I was watching Emily in Paris last night, season 5, which I actually think was pretty well done. You would think that far along on such a silly show, there wouldn't be a lot of cohesion, but there actually was some really nice points. And there was a lot about nostalgia. I think there was. Yeah, the belly poke. That's right. They were talking about the belly poke and how they didn't call it the belly poke. It was called that later. They were just living their lives. And maybe we should have a little bit more belly pokeness about our lives, my life. Let's be honest. I'm talking about myself. So I am frustrated and I am grieving that video, but there's gonna be 90 of these. If you get to day 24 and you're like that upset about it, leave a comment below and I will re-record it for you. I don't think it's that big of a deal though. So I didn't even light my candle today. See, it's Christmas Eve. It's the 24th. It's gonna pour rain in a little bit. I'm cozy. I got my hair in a mess. We're just doing life. And I guess I feel really good that video was lost because it really reminds me that it's the richness that matters. It's not how much or even the dedication, like my daily commitment to our work together, to this project. I know I will do that. And if I don't one day, I forgot the poem this week and I never got to the candle today because I got too excited about other stuff and the camera didn't record, it still was good. And now I have this video, which is different. And it's all exploration, right? Okay, so now we're just going to get into it. So the thing that happened in the writing that I thought was so interesting is I pulled these cards. The Eternal Child was the archetype card. And then the leopard, which is an animal energy that I actually work with around challenge and blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, challenge. There it is. The cards told me it was going to happen. Oh my God, so funny. I feel really seen right now. So I pulled the Eternal Child, which is a card I have a lot of history with and personal resonance. And I think that there's a lot in the Emily that I'm building around the Eternal Child. And then, of course, the leopard around challenge and problem solving and creativity. And then the video doesn't go. Yeah, so interesting. And cross your arms, Rihanna. Come on. So the writing, it was solid. It was good. It wasn't extraordinary, but then there was this just like amazing last line. It was really powerful, and I thought, well, that's some of the faith of this work is we're just like mind garbage, right? Like blah 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 blah, and it's so clunky and repetitive, and it feels like absolute nothing. And then we're given a gift, a diamond from the rough, or with time we see that actually there was quite a bit there indeed. So yeah, I'll read you the poem for today. My nosegays are for captives, dim, long expectant eyes, fingers denied the plucking, patient till paradise. To such, if they should whisper of morning and the moor, they bear no other errand, and I no other prayer. And it all came up, all of those themes, the eternal child, the leopard problem solving, the captive, the eyes, the prayer, like all of that came through in the writing. And, when you stay open without pulling or pushing or using willpower or determination, it is a stew of things. It's not shaped. It is messy. But there's such good stuff there. It's like a really lovely stew, and there's chunks of potato and a really yummy protein and maybe some lovely herbs in there. And then, like, for the hell of it, like garlic butter croutons, and like every bite is so delicious, but like a little bit of a different way. And it's probably not what you would serve at like Christmas dinner, but it's really rich and nourishing and flavorful. And today, that's what creating this project and being a creative feels like. All right, my friends, it is not the work along session I normally share with you. The fates were not with us today. Instead, we have this video. I hope that it gives you as much value as our usual videos. And if you thought it was valuable in a different way or in a better way, please let me know. I would love to know your thoughts on this project that is an extension of the Emily Dickinson project. Please post those thoughts in the comments below. And if you are muddling through a project, I would love to hear about it. Please put those details in the comments. I read them. And if you want more updates on this project or whatever else I'm up to, please visit my website, Misunderstood Media, MIZ understoodmedia.com. All right, my friends, tomorrow we show up, because that's what we do.